Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the Spanish campaign, where I'm trying to stop the Germans from coming in and killing me. We are going to get our battleships completed in about 3 months, which is very, very good news because our army logistics is pretty terrible. So the next thing I need to think about is, do I build more Vendars or do I build a new battleship type? So I'm going to have a look and see if I can build a new battleship on, not this hull, because it's the... Oh, no, that is the right one. I can't build super battleships, they're too big. I think if we do reduced beam, reduced draft, just to keep things reasonable, and I think 55,000 tons is about right. So that'll be just 5,000 more than the Vendars. Vendars do 32, right? I just want to compare the two designs because on pure stats, this is a slightly better hull. It's got more float, it's got more resistance, it's got better hull form, it's got better turning characteristics. So it is a superior hull. The other thing that the Vendars don't really have is a heavy secondary battery, so it might be a nice thing to put in. I think I'll probably go for the Compact 3. And probably a light secondary tower, because that will give me a funnel mount. Doesn't give me quite enough engine efficiency. Oh, it does with a balanced boiler. Perfect. We'll go with the same 16-inch. Let's go with the 45s for now. Really? You're telling me that works? Well, that would certainly be an upgrade. Is the medium 5 a better choice here? No, that looks wrong. Just wish there was a slight... I wish you could manually adjust the height of barbettes. Because it's definitely a thing that the Unity engine supports. You can get a little slider and you can drag it up and down. Okay, so rather than secondary batteries, I may just be adding a 4th gun turret. That would make this thing very heavily armed. Not what I set out to do. So I'm pretty sure when I throw all this stuff on... Oops-a-daisy. We're going to get much, much heavier. Ooh, semi-auto loaders. That's nice. Gets our fire rate up a bit. And an RDF. Now, I think if we go for the same armor that the Vendars had, 18, 16, and then like 3, 3, 3, 6, 1.5, 7, 16. Reduce this down. %. Now, Vectors had many bulkheads, right? Let's do the same here. And, of course, there are no secondaries on the ship at all at the moment. But then, I think that extra 16-inch triple turret kind of makes up for it. Just wondering if I can get any of that tighter. There we go. 200 tons. Surely we can do 200 tons somehow. I'll have a think about it in a minute. Secondaries. Do you have the Mark 5 3-inch gun? Yeah, I think the Mark 5 triple 3-inch gun, just in case a destroyer or something tries to get too close to the ship. Uh, 40s, there we go. Okay, now I need to lose 300 tons. It's a compromise, but for now, let's reduce the range by 1 step. And there we get a very interesting ship, actually. It's pretty darn fast. It's not that much more expensive than a Venkador. It carries 12 16-inch 45 caliber guns. Not something that any real-world ship ever did. I know Montanas were a thing that the US were considering, but this is a different approach because the Montanas were kind of slower ships that. But I'm just looking up the stats. Montanas. So obviously they would have the 50 cals, which are bigger. She'd also be a hell of a lot heavier at 72,000 tons. She'd be slower at 28 knots. So with 4 knots faster, she'd have more range. She'd have all the 5-inch guns. But we are carrying about the same amount of armour. Montana had slightly thicker deck armour, but otherwise we're very similar. Is this like a fast Montana? I mean, they are definitely an upgrade over the Venkadors. That's a really solid ship. And again, if we're thinking about taking on those German mega battleships, I can get probably 4, maybe 5 of these for the price of one of those. Yeah, all right. The Catalan, sure. They're pretty mean, I would say. That's a pretty mean vessel. Well, I hope they do well. I'm only going to be able to put down 2, maybe 3 of them. I will double check that and get back to you. Yeah, annoyingly, I can't build a third one just yet. So I've laid down 2 of them. But Asado will be off the slipways soon. We've got some foreign orders which will finish soon, so we should be able to fit a 3rd one in. Let's build these out of Cadiz, why not? But yeah, I think we build as many of these as we can reasonably afford. Just to get our fleet back up to where it should be. And we keep an eye on those bloody Germans. Welcome back. I thought I'd do a little bit of an update. The Germans have taken Hungary, but it really cost them. And it took them a really, really long time. And looking at the state of the Germans, they might have beansed it here, because the UK economy has gone past double the Germans, because they've been at war for so long. They're now at war with China. Their economy has really struggled. They're lumbered with these 3 giant super battleships, which make up probably about half of this. They don't actually have a lot of ships. They have 44 ships. We have 75. France has 52. The Japanese have 41. The US has 104. Britain has 149. So they have a relatively small fleet, all concentrated in these 3 ships. Their naval funds are still ridiculous, but they are coming down. So I think they are losing money. So I don't know if the Germans are okay here or not. I think if we just keep waiting them out. Project Amigos has been going very, very well. I'm trying to keep both China and Germany on side as much as I can. Our economy has been doing pretty well. Germany must have been blockaded at some point, because I was like, how is our economy even close to Germany's? But yeah, they got blockaded for a moment. Our army logistics is starting to creep up as central Italy becomes more accepting of being part of Spain. I'm hoping that in about 5 months I should be able to refit our destroyer fleet. Maybe lay down some new destroyers. We'll have to see. I do want to keep building battleships though, so I'm keeping an eye on our on this, and that's not quite enough. 165 plus. Yeah, we need to be to 220 here. I'm trying to get our tech spending up as best I can. We finished all the destroyer designs, which is nice. We're about to get the Mark 4 10-inch. We're about to get Modern 1. We appear to have skipped Krupp 5, which is interesting. So that there's superior armor about. But yes, just constantly trying to upgrade the fleet. Right, well, I'll probably see you in about 5 months. Welcome back. Looks like Germany's had a revolution of some sort again. They've also lost Bohemia Moravia, which has become the, well, Czech Republic, I suppose, Czechia. Which makes their empire look very weird, like some sort of malformed donut. Anyway, oh dearie me. Our army logistics has come up, was going up. Okay, it's fluctuating wildly, I think is probably the correct term. It was at 70%. I was going to say, oh, it's going up nicely. Now it's dropped to 46 for some bizarre region. Oh, I know why. It's because I briefly had the battle cruisers. I moved them to Messina so that we have capital ship presence in the central Western, and when these ones finish, we will also have some in the North Atlantic as well. Yes, destroyers. That's what I'm here for. We're going to upgrade the Pronters and the Asados, and then I think we'll do a little limited run of 10 new destroyers, just to build our numbers up a little bit. You always want to have slightly more than you need. 5-inch. What's the default length? 38. Perfect. Don't mind that. No radio yet. We do now have sonar sets, which is nice. We also have oxygen torpedoes, auto guns, which is pretty spicy. Still no triple base. Can upgrade the armor quite significantly though. That's a big survivability upgrade as well for that 10% resistance. Better oil, better engines as well. Gives me a lot of weight back on the Pronters. Can upgrade their steering and propeller shafts, make them super maneuverable. And then we can fix their range issues, which they've had since day one, pretty much. Yeah, that brings their range up a fair bit, actually. It's a shame we can't get that second one. Mind you, it's only 3 tons. 3 tons. Oh. Wow, conning tower armor is basically free. There you go. Just shave a teeny amount of armor off it. And there we go. That brings it up to 1,900 tons exactly, which is perfect. Good. These will be a lot more useful than they have been in the past. Right, let's go and do the same to the Osadas. Right, here we are with the Osadas. Gun upgrades get applied automatically. They're already using 38s. That's perfect. Sonar set, improved rangefinder, oxygen powered torps, autoloaders on the guns, better TNT, better armor. Oh, they already had the electro-hydro steering. Improved propeller shaft, engines, fuel. Lovely stuff, and they can get a significant range bump. There we go, almost 24,500 kilometer operational range. That is extremely good, and will make these much more useful for keeping convoys safe and stuff. Good. Good. Right, new destroyer next. Okay, new destroyer. We've got a few options. We've got the Advanced Destroyer Compact, which could be an interesting one. We've got the Advanced Destroyer Large, and we've got the Hybrid, which is basically a light cruiser. I think we go for the Advanced Destroyer Compact, but we put her on a put her on the Zempic or whatever it's called, and slim this down a bit because the Asado's at 2,400. Let's go for 2,800. So it'll be still a pretty big destroyer. We do have the heavy modern tower. We have the enhanced moderns. Enhanced moderns are significantly cheaper. Let's go with this one. A funnel. Yeah, one should be plenty. And then... well, Put it like that for now. It's where the guns are going to be amusingly small, isn't it? Wow, that has a really restricted fire arc. Let's move it a bit forward. There we go. Use a bigger bar bit. Let's put it that way around. Yeah. There we go. That's purely for aesthetics, by the way. And then, I mean, I'd love a really high-end amount of firepower. 12 5-inch guns is a pretty spicy amount of firepower. Don't know if we can get it to work, though. Speed-wise, 35 knots, okay? Yep. Let's go standard on all that. Oil. Probably still double-geared steam turbines. Let's go base fuse, cap ballistic, TNT4, quad 3. This is where we run into problems, isn't it? Put 2, I know, 0.5. 5-inch 38. 9%. Wow, it's actually the tower. Tower is very heavy. Can save a few tons by going down to a smaller one. Well, I say smaller, it's actually bigger, but less heavy. It's a shame because I wanted to put some 2 inches on here. Because, mind you, that is not actually that useful. Then it's the torpedo tubes, which are very heavy. Then it's the funnel, which is also very heavy. Let's go with a small funnel. I would normally say range, but yeah, let's go minimum range for now. I wonder if I can pull this back and save much weight. A little bit, but not a lot. Yeah, that quintuple launcher is just too heavy. What about a quadruple launcher instead? Yeah, that'll do. Slightly downgrade the torpedoes from 5 to 4. And, yeah, there you have a reasonably nasty, I would say, destroyer. She's not too crazy expensive. But, I mean, compared to an Asado, which has 3 twin 5-inch guns, so it has 6, right? This thing has 12 5-inch guns. So a significant upgrade in firepower. The Bascos. Sure, why not? Yeah, I'm going to build 10 of these to bring our total destroyer numbers up to 50. Right, there's the ship list. I've gone somewhat over. Wait, somewhat over? I've gone a lot over. Oh, that's because I'm refitting. Okay, so these will finish in a couple of months, and then we should be fine. Basically, I don't mind pushing it through. Well, well, well. Look who's causing problems again. It's Italy. Fine, Italy. You're always game, aren't you? No. Cool. Right, well, we're making money, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the entire fleet onto sea control, including Vendar. How long till we get the battleships? 3 months, 8 months. Still can't add another one. Bari's still the slightly bigger of the two. What's our comparative army logi? 41 to 25. Okay. Well, let's see what happens off the bat, shall we? Ah, straight away we get a fight. Lovely. The Carmen, the Vendar. So we get to test out the Vendars in combat. Against what? Giacchino class battlecruisers. 1.3 billion each. Wait, no, they're different. This one's 1.3 billion. This one is definitely not. 6 14-inch guns. Wow, that's fast. It's not very good quality armour, though. A Minorca class. Okay. Well, sure. We can do that. See how the Vendars do. We're going to put you on screen for the battleship. Turn off all the nonsense. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Still not the prettiest ship in the world, is the Vendar, but let's see what they're going to do. That's the cheaper battlecruiser with the 16-inch guns. And this must be the stupidly fast one with a ridiculously stupid turret arrangement at the front. But it looks like it's in a division, which is bad news for it. I really don't want to be in a division with a slower ship, when I think their whole thing is speed. Couple of hits there. Just partial pins off the main deck with high explosive, so nothing super serious. Actually, looking at this ship, it's incredibly similar to my own, except they've moved. They have 2 turrets on the rear instead of 2 on the front. The 616s. And a lot of 6 inches. It's very similar to the Gatton here. From inspecting the code, thank you, people who have had a look at what the game is doing behind the scenes. I know that they can't possibly be copying player designs, but it feels like they do. Okay, we have a destroyer emerging from the smoke. Probably going to generate quite a lot of heat on it. 5-inch guns. 4-inch. Another 5-inch from a destroyer. Torpedoes. Emerge from the smoke screen to find all sorts of horribleness. Getting shredded. Look at that. A 2-inch gun doing a ton of damage to it. Those torpedoes being fired is actually quite useful because it's going to cause the second destroyer in the group quite a lot of problems as well. Oh, 5-inch. Main belt pen. More hits. Boom! Torpedo. And sunk. More defensive torpedoes going out. Next destroyer. Oh, nearly eats a torpedo. Done. Next one. Oh, yep. The sill with a 5-inch gun. Oh, no. It's a lot of flooding. Gone. Right, is that all the destroyers gone? I think this is a light cruiser. No, that's a destroyer as well. What are you? Oh, you're the battle cruiser. You're... No. Torpedo's too slow. Nearly, though. They're going after my heavy cruiser again. Bastards. Come on, come on. Get some hits for me. Yeah, I just love trying to kill my heavy cruisers. Destroyer's taking a bit of damage. Withdraw. Actually, you can withdraw as well. That was a main belt pen. What kind of army you got? Fuck all. Interesting. No, 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 no. That one. She's broadside onto you. Secondaries on that. Bit of flooding on it. Bit of a loosener there. Very nicely done with the secondaries. Stop overriding my orders. Stop it. Oh, that's a heavy cruiser. Okay. No, leave my little destroyer alone. You're so mean. Another ship with very little armour. See how much damage the 4 inches are doing to it. Let's destroy it. It's okay. I will replace her with a... kind was she? She was a Pronta. Another solid hit to the Giacchino. Assuming her speed's gone down a little bit. 32 knots. Come on. Load those guns. Heavy cruiser getting obliterated by the Gatton. Giacchino takes some more heavy damage. Very good. Does the other battlecruiser have armor? Nope. Oh, Gatton, what are you doing? Stop ramming a wreck. God, more ramming. Fire. Nope. Jesus Christ, how did you get over there? Wow, this has become very chaotic. Giacchino might eventually slow down. But yeah, let's have Carmen take on her. Let's have Gaton take on Concione. Oh, solid hits on Giacchino. That might be enough flooding to put her down. The amount of damage she's taking from the destroyers, though, that is actually ridiculous. Another solid hit. She's not taking quite enough to flood her out. Gone. Lovely. Szidonya taking a lot of hits here, a lot of flooding, and is put down. Okay, well, aside from my terrible captaincy, that went fine. I will replace that destroyer with a new one. But yeah, good start to our campaign. How much does Italy actually have left? Okay, there's a little ambush down here, which I'm probably not going to do. It seems like a good way of throwing away my my destroyers. But let's have a look and see what Italy actually has left. Wow, okay, that's literally it. That's their whole fleet. 2 heavy cruisers, 1 destroyer, building nothing, repairing nothing, refitting nothing. 17% army logistics. Ours is at about 60 right now, which is not great. But yeah, this is literally all they have. 2 refitted Triestes. I hope they haven't ruined them, because they were a pretty good design. And a destroyer. No, we won't go for them just now. Well, with their fleet so devastated, and the Germans liking us a fair amount, I think what we could do is, obviously Carmen's going to be repairing. But let's get our capital ships, or some of them anyway, up here and see if we can generate some port strikes, just to see if the army is gonna do anything, basically. But that will be for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.